Hello students, welcome once again to our channel Score High to Soar High. In this video we are going to see class 12 physics, chapter 1 electrostatics, 2 3-mark question and answers. This is the part 6 of this video series. Don't forget to subscribe and share it with your friends. Come on, let us move on to the question. This is question number 24. What is meant by electrostatic energy density? The energy stored per unit volume of space. The energy stored in a unit volume of space is defined as energy density. The expression for this electrostatic energy density is small u capital E is equal to 1 by 2 epsilon naught capital E square. Next question. Write a short note on electrostatic shielding. It is a method of shielding or protecting a particular region from the effect of the external field produced by an electric charge. So, an electric charge is there. It produces an electric field. So, in order to protect a particular region from this electric field, we follow a sort of method. That method is called what? Electrostatic shielding. Then, on what basis this method depends on? This method called electrostatic shielding is based on the fact that the electric field inside the conductor is zero. Generally, the electric field inside a conductor is zero. Based on this fact only, the method called electrostatic shielding is working. Next question, 26th one. What is dielectric strength? The maximum electric field the dielectric can withstand before it breaks down is called dielectric strength. First, what is meant by a dielectric? Dielectric is nothing but an insulator, an object which does not conduct electricity. So, if we keep on applying electric field and increasing its strength, what will happen? At a particular stage, the dielectric strength breaks down and it starts conducting electricity. So, the maximum electric field the dielectric can withstand before it breaks down is called dielectric strength. Next question, 27th one. Define dielectric breakdown. When the external electric field applied to a dielectric is very large, then what happens? It tears the atoms apart. Then it collapses the atoms, so that the bound charges become free charges. What is meant by bound charges and free charges? The electrons that lie closer to the nucleus of an atom are called bound electrons, and the electrons that lie farther apart from the nucleus of an atom are called free electrons. So what happens when the external electric field which is applied to the dielectric is very large? Then it tears the atoms apart. In other words, it collapses the atomic structure. So what will happen? The bound charges become free charges. In other words, the bound electrons become free electrons. So then the dielectric starts to conduct electricity. This is called dielectric breakdown. Generally, conductor conducts electricity. Why? Due to the presence of free electrons. Insulators, they don't conduct electricity because the free electrons are very less in number. But here, due to the external electric field, what happens? It tears the atoms apart, so the bound electrons become free electrons. So when the number of free electrons increases, automatically what will happen? Then the particular object will start conduct electricity. The same case is happening here also. The dielectric starts to conduct electricity. This process or phenomenon is called dielectric breakdown. So with this video has come to an end. Let us meet in the next video with another set of questions.
Like, share and comment and subscribe our channel and click the bell button for more videos. Thank you.